Welcome back to Zenith Health. Today is October 25th, 2024. Yesterday, we talked about how you can go ahead and start now instead of waiting for the new year. We have 75-ish days left until the new year, which is absolutely crazy. But yesterday we talked about superfoods, how to naturally boost your energy, how to get more fiber, vitamin D, vitamin A into your diet. So those were all more practical things, right? So today we're going to talk about the mindset piece of it, because I can give you all the info all day long, but if you don't have your mindset in check, you're not going to follow through. You're not going to hit your goals. So we're going to do a few videos on what I think is the most important part to actually hit your goals and get to where you want to be in life with your health, which is the mindset. And today we're going to talk about overthinking. How to stop overthinking everything. A lot easier said than done, I know, but here we go. And by the way, if you have not, like and subscribe to this channel. Again, Zenith Health I'll be coming daily with more health tips, tricks, everything that you need. All right, so here's the thing. We all overthink at one point or another in our lives. It's part of being human. It's completely normal. But overthinking all the time can be really stressful, right? It can stop, and then most importantly, it can stop you from taking actions and stop you from reaching your goals, which is why we're talking about it. So we're going to talk about how to stop overthinking so that you don't get stuck in analysis paralysis and you actually take action and hit your goals. So tell me, does this sound familiar? At the end of the day, you're exhausted. You can't wait to just sit down on your couch, maybe binge a couple shows, or maybe just go to sleep. But then as soon as you close your eyes, your mind starts racing. Did I pay that bill today? I'm so annoyed with myself. I ate those 3 slices of pizza and I promised myself I was going to eat healthy today. I promised myself I would only eat 2 and then I just couldn't help myself. I ate that 3rd piece, right? I have so many things to do tomorrow. I have this big meeting coming up. I have, a million things on my to-do list. How am I going to get it all done? Right? All of our thoughts are obviously different, but the theme of overthinking is the same for everyone. And overthinking can take many different forms. It can be endlessly deliberating before you make a decision, right? That analysis paralysis that I was talking about. Constantly questioning the decision that you made after you finally make it, right? Trying to predict the future, reading into the smallest details and overanalyzing them and worrying about them and causing anxiety with yourself. People who overthink constantly criticize and pick apart what they said or did, right, yesterday or in that moment. They're terrified that they look bad and worry, about what the future is going to look like. And overthinking can make you lose sleep. It can be mentally draining. It can be super stressful. It can cause anxiety. So what the heck can you do to finally stop overthinking things, stop feeling paralyzed, so that you can enjoy your day and start really taking action? Okay, so number 1, you've got to work to change your negative thoughts. I know this is a hard one and it's going to take time and it's not going to happen overnight, right? And it's going to take some work on your part, but I promise that it will be worth it. We tend to have automatic negative thoughts that we repeat to ourselves all the time, and we don't even realize that we're doing it. It's just part of our natural thinking, and we've thought it so many times it's basically become a habit, right? So the first step is to identify those thoughts. Keep a journal or a note in your phone, right? And when the situation comes up that gives you anxiety and causes those negative thoughts, I want you to write down the details of the situation and your emotions behind it. Figure out the root cause of thoughts and emotions, and it may not be what you think, so you're going to have to dive deep for this one, right? So for example, if your immediate thought is, I suck, I'll never be able to do that, replace it with something like, I'm trying my best. And again, you're going to have to work at this. It's not just going to happen. But the trick is to stay consistent with this one. It will take time, and it will eventually, you basically will negate that negative thought. Number 2, acknowledge your hard work and successes. When you're in the middle of overthinking and beating yourself up, stop and take a moment to think of 5 things that you've accomplished and 5 things that you're grateful for. So it's a great way to remind yourself that you are amazing and you have reasons to be proud of yourself, and instead of always beating yourself up. So for example, if this is you yelled at your kids, right? And you're like, oh, I suck. That mom guilt can really get you. But stop and take a second and think to yourself of 5 quick examples, right? Real-time examples of this is when I was actually a great mom, right? And write them down in your phone so that you can remind yourself and feel that connection, feel that emotion to that time that I felt like I was a great mom, and get rid of that fact and, change it into I love my kids and I'm trying my best, right? And everyone makes mistakes, but they know that they are loved and they are well taken care of, and I am an amazing mom, right? Replace it with that, and then that will become your new thinking if you keep it up, right? And again, everyone's going to be different, but you got to find that example. Okay, number 3, do something nice for someone else. When you take the pressure off yourself and focus on someone else, it's a good distraction. It's going to make you feel good. It's going to help you realize that you have the power to make someone else's day better. How amazing is that, right? Focus on that. Number 4, take action. Sometimes you keep thinking about the same thing over and over because you're not making a decision and just taking action. So if you actually just take the action, then you'll stop trying to decide between the two. So instead of feeling envious of someone, right, take the time to write down what you need to do to make that thing happen for yourself. If someone has the promotion that you want, or they started a company similar to what you want, or they're making the amount of money, or you like their biceps or abs, you want to look like that, instead of taking the time to be envious of it, write down what you need to do to make that happen yourself. Take that first step of action, and then you can go from there, but you've got to take that first step. All right, number 5, get out of your comfort zone and embrace your fears. Sometimes our fears are a lot worse in our head, right? Than they actually are in real life. The worst is actually thinking about it, right? And exaggerating in our minds. Ask yourself, what can you do to face your fears head on? If you're terrified to speak in front of a group, how can you put yourself in a situation where you have to speak in front of a group? Even if it's just like inviting 4 friends over for dinner and speaking in front of them and getting more comfortable. What can you do to get yourself outside of the comfort zone? And something that I like to tell myself is basically like, is it going to kill me? Or afterwards, did I die? Clearly not, right? So it wasn't actually as bad as I thought in my head. If it's not going to kill me, it's going to be okay, right? It will be okay. Something that simple, that constant reminder of, did it kill me? No. Is it going to kill me? No. Cool. Let's do this. All right. So let me know in the comments. Are you an overthinker? Which one of these are you going to put into action out of these 5 steps? Which one are you going to start immediately? Let me know in the comments. Again, today's October 25th, 2024. If you haven't already, subscribe to Zenith Health. And remember that we are starting off now so that in the new year, we are 5 steps ahead of everyone else. And we're maybe already hit your goals or halfway to your goals instead of waiting for 3 months to start. All right, I'll see you in the next video.